Hi boys and girls, it is the creator of Bored with Miss Reynolds, Better Off Reading Every Day. And today I have a fun one for you. It is all about something that kind of scares Miss Reynolds a little. Whenever I go to visit my daughter in Boca Raton, Florida, they're all over the place. And one time there was even one in our taxi Uber cab. And oh wow, I am always afraid of them coming home with me in my suitcase or my pocketbook, and they're everywhere. So I thought the best thing to do was to read and learn more about them so that I could feel more comfortable around them. So today I'm going to read all about Looking at Lizards by Leah Roberts. Looking at Lizards. And I just so happened to have this that was given to me by a friend last summer because she knows how I feel about them. And I thought it would be perfect for this book. Looking at Lizards. He's cute. All right. Let's learn and get comfortable together. Lizard Basics. A little tan animal skitters across a desert path. It looks like a snake, but it has legs. It darts into the rocks and seems to disappear. What is it? The fast-moving creature is a lizard. Many lizards live in the deserts. Just what is a lizard, though? Here is a western whiptail lizard. Lizards are reptiles. Reptiles have scaly skin and most lay eggs. They live on land and breathe with lungs. They are vertebrates, animals with backbones. Other reptiles include snakes, alligators, and turtles. All reptiles are cold-blooded. Does that mean the lizards and other reptiles have cold blood? Here is a taka gecko. No, it means they can't control their body temperature. So, if it's cold outside, a lizard's body gets cold. If it's hot, a lizard's body gets hot. Lizards look a bit like dinosaurs, and some lived when dinosaurs lived. Lizards are related to dinosaurs. The dinosaurs died out, but the lizards didn't. Here is a horned lizard that lives in the desert. There are lots of different kinds of lizards. More than 3,000 species of lizards live around the world. All the species are different from one another in some ways, but some things about lizards' bodies are almost always the same. A typical lizard has 4 legs with 5 toes on each foot. At the end of each toe is a claw. Instead of ears that stick out or up like many animals, lizards have ear holes. Lizards have 2 eyes, teeth, and a tail. The tail is often as long as the body. Some lizards' tails are even longer. Ooh. Let me get back to that. I did not know that. At the end of each toe is a claw. Instead of ears that stick out or up like many animals, lizards have ear holes. huh. And here is the lizard right there. That's their different body parts. And some of them have tails longer than their body. Kind of like my friend right here. Oh, boys and girls, I'm learning so much. Lizards do have noses, but they also use their tongues for smelling. They flick their tongues in and out of their mouths. Their tongues pick up little particles from the air. In the roof of their mouths is a special organ called a Jacobson organ. This helps the lizard smell. The average lizard is about 8 inches long. About 4 inches of that is tail. The largest lizards, the Komodo dragons, can grow to be nearly 10 feet long and weigh more than 300 pounds. The smallest is the Caribbean gecko. It's about 3/4 of an inch long. Most lizards lay eggs, which are soft and leathery, but a few species give birth to live young. Most lizards' mothers don't care for their young. The babies know by instinct how to care for themselves. Where they live. Lizards live on every continent except Antarctica. Some kinds of lizards even live near the Arctic Circle. Most, though, live in warm places. Lizards are found in jungles, deserts, grasslands, near rivers, and even around people's homes. Yeah, kind of like in Boca Raton. The areas in green show where lizards live. All the green is where lizards live. Such as North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, and Australia. Tropical rainforests make perfect homes for many cold-blooded animals. The air is always warm and moist. That's just right for scaly, cold-blooded lizards. Rainforests are, of course, full of trees, so the lizards that live in rainforests must be good at climbing. Chameleons are great at this. Their mitten-like feet firmly grasp the tree branches. Their curly tails can wrap around branches just like hands to help them hold on. Most chameleons live in the rainforest or other forests, Miss Reynolds, of Africa and Madagascar. Madagascar is an island off the east coast of Africa. Chameleons come in a range of colors. Some are green or brown. Others are all the colors of the rainbow. They are known for their ability to change color. Many people think the chameleons change color to match whatever they are standing on. However, a chameleon's color depends more on its mood or the temperature. A brighten-colored chameleon may be angry. A dull tan or brown one may be feeling sick or tired. The chameleon can change color depending on its mood and the temperature. Other kinds of lizards enjoy rainforest life too. Green iguanas have long toes and claws that clasp tree branches. This helps them hop from tree to tree. Some iguanas climb high into the trees to sunbathe. Other lizards prefer to live on the forest floor. The hot desert provides a good home for lizards. Temperatures in the desert can vary though. Days can be very hot and nights can be very cool. How do cold-blooded lizards keep from getting either too hot or too cold? Many lizards stay in the shade during the day. They hide in bushes, under rocks, or leaves. Some will even bury themselves in the sand. Some lizards sleep during the day and search for food at night when it is cooler. Others don't seem to mind the heat at all. The desert iguana will stay active when temperatures are as high as 115 degrees. To keep warm during the cool desert nights, some lizards crawl into holes. Some find tight spaces between rocks. Others dig holes in the sand or wriggle under the sand using it like a blanket. And that is the green iguana is tree-dwelling lizard. Looks familiar. Did you know that lizards can swim? They might take a dip to find food or to swim from one place to another. Some escape from enemies by jumping into the water. Most lizards don't spend much time in the water, though. They don't spend much time in the water, though, and many never go in. The marine iguana, however, does spend lots of time in the water. This lizard is an excellent swimmer. When it gets hungry, it dives for sea plants underwater. Since lizards can't control their body temperature, the marine iguana basks in the sun to warm up. The marine iguana can grow to be 4 feet long or more. They look fearsome, but are quite harmless. Marine iguanas rest in groups on the Galapagos Islands in the Pacific Ocean. Here is a marine iguana sunbathing on the beach. Lizards' meals. Most lizards eat insects. When they smell a tasty bug, they dash toward it. They grab it with their mouths and chew it up. Chameleons have different ways to catch bugs. They wait without moving, watching an insect with their eyes. Chameleons use their long, sticky tongues to catch their meals. When the insect is close enough, the chameleons shoot its long tongue out. With perfect aim, it hits its mark. Zap! The insect gets stuck on the tongue's sticky surface. The chameleon pulls its tongue along with the bug. Yum. Pulls in its tongue along with the bug. Some lizards eat plants. Desert iguanas, for example, eat cactuses. One desert lizard, the koala, enjoys desert flowers and leaves. The largest of all lizards, the Komodo dragon of Indonesia, eats meat. It enjoys snakes, lizards, and other small animals. It also likes to eat eggs. Its usual meal, though, is wild pig or deer. Wow. The Komodo dragon waits patiently for an animal to pass by. Komodo dragons can run very fast for short distances. When a deer or pig comes by, the Komodo dragon chases the animal. Komodo dragons eat large animals such as wild pig and deer. The Komodo dragon grabs the animal with its jaws and wrestles it until it's still. When the animal stops fighting, the Komodo dragon eats it in chunks. If it is a smaller animal, the Komodo dragon may swallow it whole. Lizards protection. Lizards are food for many different birds, mammals, and reptiles. Some lizards, such as kimono dragons, even eat other lizards. How do lizards protect themselves? One thing that many lizards use is camouflage. They blend into the colors of the desert or trees that they live in, so they are not seen very easily. This lizard is well hidden from its enemies. A frizzled lizard might look scary to an enemy. Here they are protecting themselves. Many lizards have more than camouflage to protect themselves. The horned lizard has sharp, pointy horns all around its head and its body. Taking a bite of this lizard would hurt. Some lizards make themselves look bigger. The frizzled lizard stretches out folds of skin around its head and opens its mouth. That scares off enemies. The chuckwalla hides it in cracks in the rocks. If an enemy tries to get it, it puffs itself up. It grows to nearly twice its normal size. It fills up the space so no more animals can pull it out. Many lizards have an interesting trick. They can break off their tails. If an enemy attacks, the lizard's tail snaps off so it can run away. The tail continues to wriggle, confusing the enemy. Meanwhile, the lizard escapes. Soon it grows a new tail. Oh, did not know that. The Gila monster is one of only 2 poisonous lizards. Only 2 lizards are poisonous, the Mexican beaded lizard and the Gila monster. Gila monsters live in the southwestern United States and northern Mexico. The Gila monster releases poison from its bottom teeth when it bites its prey. If a Gila monster bites you, it would make you quite sick. That is the Gila monster. There's more. Many lizards, such as the kimono dragon, are in danger of dying out. Their homes are destroyed when forests are cut down. Many are also killed or sold as pets. With our help, lizards can live a long time. Is there more to know about these interesting creatures? Of course there is. Read on. More facts about lizards. The flying dragon can extend a fold of skin from its side and glide through the air. The basilicus can run from short distances on water without sinking. Geckos don't have eyelids. To clean their eyes, they reach their tongue up and clean their eyes with a slurp. Some lizards don't have legs. They look a lot like snakes. The Jackson's chameleon grows horns. Geckos are sometimes found inside on the ceiling. Very fine bristly hairs grow from the bottom of their feet. These hairs grasp the tiny cracks in the wall and ceilings, allowing them to crawl almost anywhere. And that is the end, boys and girls, of looking at lizards. Here are the words that we learned in this book. The Arctic Circle, an imaginary line around the Earth about 1,600 miles from the North Pole. Camouflage is coloring that helps to hide an animal in nature. Cold-blooded, having a body temperature that depends on the temperature of the surrounding air or water. A way of behaving. Instinct means a way of behaving that is natural from birth and doesn't have to be learned. Mood, the way a person or animal feels. Poisonous, capable of harming or killing by poison. And prey, an animal that is hunted and eaten by other animals. Reptile, a cold-blooded animal that has a backbone and scales, breathes air and crawls on its belly or short legs. Species, a group of living things that are alike in certain ways. An animal that has a backbone is a vertebrate. Those are the words from this book. And that is the end of looking at lizards. Boys and girls, it is Bored with Miss Reynolds, better off reading every day. I don't own the rights to this book that I have read to you, but I love storytelling magic. And the magic of today's story is, whenever I visit my daughter, I always see so many lizards running around. And they always make me so nervous. So I wanted to read a book to learn more about them so that I can get a lot more comfortable around them, because they're everywhere in Boca Raton where she is. There's no avoiding them. So why not learn about them and try to get a little bit more comfortable with them? So here's my friend right here. And here's my book right here. And I am right here along with you learning about lizards. And I learned quite a bit today about their tails and their bodies and how they handle themselves. Now I feel like I'm better equipped when I go to visit my daughter and I see all these lizards running around. I love books. They teach you so much and they help you to live with others, both animals and people. I'll see you again soon. Bye. Mwah. Say bye. Am I ready to go to Boca Raton and run around with some lizards? I'm definitely not as scared of them as I was before I read this book. Thank you for helping me to look at lizards in a different way than I did before. Who's she? Up close and personal with lizards.